Oh, I just figured it out.
I have
Hello.
Hi, Jason. I like your shirt. Daniel. They're famous now.
They are famous. I want to
They were just on Ellen, yeah.
You know this kid is 14.
He's 14.
I know. I was like, oh, like he's
What about 14 years old?
Oh, yeah. Do you see him? I thought you meant he was like dating Superman.
You see how old he's at? He's 14, the other kid's 15.
You're 14. Yeah. It was
With those lifetime
I'm about to make a
Lifetime supply. Yeah, I like you gotta search for it.
Someone pretending to sell the
Oh, yeah, for like
300.
Oh my god. Can I show her a video real quick of Dan Daniels so she knows what we're talking about? Have you seen it?
Daniel?
Let's keep going. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, let's do this now.
So hi everybody.
My computer.
So today I'm going to teach you guys how to greet customers over the phone so professionally. So for most people I know that speaking over the phone can cause a lot of anxiety and a lot of people get really nervous and kind of scared. But I was going to ask you, like, why do you think you get nervous? And I know for a few of the big kind of reasons why people do. They're worried they're going to talk too fast with the phone, which that's probably my biggest thing. They're worried they're going to cut the other person off on the phone, and it's just talking to a complete stranger. They don't know, how formal it can be, how informal it can be, and so it causes a lot of anxiety. So the whole point of this session today is to really get you guys comfortable with that whole idea. So, first question, what's stopping you? What specifically to you guys prevents you from, whether you're the customer calling another company, or whether you are the person, the employee calling someone else or entering you. So again, a few things are stumbling over your words, talking way too fast, or cutting each other off. Anyone here want to raise up to share why they're afraid to talk to
Well, I know, I had, called my credit card company the other day because there was, a charge in there for, $60 that I didn't need. And, every time, I went to go talk, they would talk at the same time, and it was just, getting really frustrating. Just, every time, they would need a pause. Then be like, okay, I can talk. Then I would start talking, then they would start talking, and I'm like,
exactly.
all right, no, I'm just going to hang up the phone.
Okay. Anyone else?
I was a receptionist at a hotel this summer, and a lot of the times I was afraid that I wouldn't understand what they were saying over the phone, I couldn't hear them properly and would misinterpret, or I'd be afraid that I don't know, people would be mean over the phone and you want to hang up and but yeah, it's kind of people talking too quickly, or me talking too quickly and them not being able to understand me. I don't know, phone is hard because you don't have the feedback that you normally have with facial. So also understanding people's tone of voice and things like that, and just going up with those sorts of cues.
Anyone?
I think one of the biggest things is I know a few of us have grown up with being on the phone, but a lot of people don't have to practice the everyday. I would sit on the phone for hours. That was my entertainment as a teenager. But you guys have texted, so that practice that maybe William and I might have, you guys don't have the same practice. So I think that's one of the biggest differences.
I think now that so many of us have cell phones, we have social media and all those other kind of aspects that we can really communicate with people, especially now in college where everyone sends an email, you can answer back an email, and that's somehow much more normal and usual to use than talking over the phone. And I personally hate talking over the phone. I think I sound like a pubescent teenage girl. I get all scared. I hate even calling to order pizza. I will actually not eat and just starve for the night because I'm scared of calling the pizza man and saying I want whatever I want for the night, because I'm really that scared of calling over the phone. But it's normal, and it happens, but I think that the fear you guys have, once you can really voice it and you kind of can just work on that, then you'll definitely see that point. So, anyone want to share a personal experience they've had, whether being the customer calling an organization or you being the employee answering the phone? So, I'll go first actually. So I am an RA here at school, and when we have the duty phone, so if something happens, they have to call us. It's got an emergency kind of phone. I remember when I first got the job, I had to pick up and say, so-and-so building, first I was in Thompson, so I say Thompson Hall, RA on duty, this is Daniel, how can I help you? And when I came back this semester as an RA, I was gone all last semester, I completely forgot that. So someone called and they really needed help, I picked up and I said hello, and just stood there waiting for them to talk, and they said, hello? Who is this? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm the RA on duty, how can I help you? Like, well, thank you for, kind of clarifying that, because it could have been anybody. And it happens, it is kind of an awkward thing, but it's the reason why we have that. And it's also really important that you kind of have that little standard, like, hello, this is who you're speaking to, because people call the wrong number by accident, and then kind of awkward, they'd be like, sorry, I didn't mean to call the RA, I was to call my best friend, awkward, one of them. So, anyone have an example that they want to share? Good or bad?
I work at the Office of International Ed, and sometimes if a student hasn't finished an application for an abroad program, like, I'll call them and tell them, like, hey, you didn't submit all your stuff, like, you still want to go. And, like, I didn't look at the house number and the cell number, and I called her parents in, I don't know where, and her dad didn't know that she was applying to go to South Africa. It was just hey, like, I'm just calling about so-and-so's application for South Africa, and she was like, what? And I was like, you know what, I think I made a mistake.
I think it's like going off of what he said about like the texting and stuff, like it's become so natural, like I even get anxiety calling my family because like I just don't know what to say. Like when you text someone and you don't know what to say, you can think about it, you can chill, you can just not respond. When you're on the phone, you're just like,
Yeah, and you can read their body language definitely to see if they're kind of
right, yeah.
where they're going. If you're gonna speak next instead of jumping over them, I think that's my biggest fear. I'll just keep talking unless you say something that'll cut me off. I like talking for a while.
I just end up hanging up. Alright, gotta go.
Okay, and then, so I'll teach you guys a few basic greetings that, well, a few basic greetings, and also farewells you guys can use on the phone. So, first off, you definitely want to keep a lot of companies have a standard greeting. I know that there's one company called Chicken Licken, and their standard greeting is, thank you for calling Chicken Licken for the finger licking best. How can I help you? And it's so it's really cheesy, really corny. But I think that it's really important to be enthusiastic about where you're working, because you answer the phone like that with no energy. Thank you for calling Chicken Licken for the finger licking best. How can I help you? I wouldn't believe them. I'm like, are you really the best finger licking? I don't. You have no energy. I'm calling somewhere else. So it's really important you guys are enthusiastic. You guys have to show energy. If you're having a bad day, you just wipe it off, kind of shrug it off, and really focus on what you're doing right there. Focus on the phone call. And have fun with it, too. It's a human on the other line. It's not anyone professional, right? It's not, well, professional, yes, but it's not anyone that's going to, hound you and attack you. Like, it's all on a phone call. Keep it brief. Keep it short. Be clear. Don't think that you have, because it's standard, you have to, run through it immediately. So, for example, a basic one is, thank you for calling, I'll say PetSmart. That's the first company I worked for. Thank you for calling PetSmart. This is Daniel speaking. How can I help you? If I pick up the phone and I'm, helping someone else, I'll, just run through this, and then they're like, who did I just call? Petco? This is Danielle? Like, no, this is Daniel. I know it's not a little girl, but this is very common. So, it's a basic thing. Just make sure you're pacing yourself, you're going to go kind of slow, and it's a person on the other line. So, just take a deep breath and enjoy. And also for your farewell. A lot of people, you may have noticed it when you call a company, ask at the end, is there anything else I can help you with today? Is there anything else you need help with? So make sure that you kind of get that one more second. Some people kind of forget they had a second problem because the person took so long, and it's like, actually, I do have a lot more problems I can talk to you about. And then when you're done completely, say, well, thank you for calling, again, PetSmart, enjoy your morning, your evening, whatever time of day it is. Just let them know that even if it was a rough phone call, or if they were really polite to you, no matter what it is, you're going to show that you really cared for them, you appreciate their phone call, and appreciate them calling you back. So finally, I'm going to have you guys pair off into little groups and kind of just pretend to have a nice, fun little phone call. So whether someone next to you or someone across the room if you want to, just pick a company that you guys are all familiar with, and one of you choose to be the customer, and the other choose to be the customer service person.
I'm receiving your calling now.
I still haven't gotten the I have the GCRN. I'm pretty pissed off.
Okay, I'll be very sorry. And we're letting her do it, and I'll call you back.
Thank you for calling Thomas
It's definitely a lot easier here, I would say. And you guys are all kind of informal anyway. I heard a lot of funny phone calls, a lot of ordering pizza, which is a good one. So you want to highlight actually that Callie did. Well, I'm gonna highlight everyone where I can. That when you were the customer, correct? She made the mistake of she asked she asked someone for their number after calling them. But it's actually really, oh no, not the number, their name. It's like, hey, who is this person I'm just calling? But no, that's such a big thing. So sometimes when you are the employee and someone's calling you, they may not say their name. So I'm sorry, may I get your name or may I ask for calling? That's actually a really big thing. So I'm actually glad you brought that up because that's something that someone will call you and they'll complain, but you don't know what their name is, you can't address them in any way. So that's a big thing. So after saying hello, thanks for calling so-and-so, what's your name?
So that's what happened to me in my job, except it was like roles reversed, like I answered like this is Carla, like, this is the deep end, and at the end of the conversation, the person I was talking to who called the store was like, who is this again? I was like, Carla, and then they actually come into the store and they're like, you were the girl on the phone. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
I was.
And I was.
When you're dealing with a real professional on the phone, that's kind of like, in case you're irate, they diffuse you right away by asking you your name, because it reminds you that you're a human.
Yeah.
And you know, you're giving them your name. Now you're almost kind of like friends, kind of, you know.
Yeah,
If you were planning on yelling at them, they get you right there
Yeah.
as quick as they can. It's a good move.
Comfortable, I guess, both of you guys on the whole thing. So, any more questions, anyone? All right, well then, thank you guys.